Welcome back, students. This is Professor P.P. Kulkarni. In the last lecture, we have seen types of BNC system. It was part 1 of the chapter 5. Now, let us focus on the chapter 5, part 2. Here, first of all, we will see different drives systems which are incorporated in NC manufacturing system. First one is a stepper motor. A stepper motor, it is a basically electromagnetic rotary device which converts digital pulses into a mechanical rotary motion. Now you can see this diagram over here. There are some features of stepper motor. First one is a user interface, then indexer, then driver, and then motor. So user interface, it is used to write a program. It may be a PLC program, it may be a programmable logical control. Through the user interface, high level commands are sent to indexer. Indexer, it is simply a microprocessor which is capable of generating step impulses. Step impulses are nothing but test signals. These signals are given to a driver. So driver is used to convert the indexer command signals into a power which is necessary to energize a motor winding. And then at the last step motor, it is used to convert digital pulses into a mechanical shaft rotation. So this is a schematic of indexer motor which this is sorry schematic of stepper motor which explains the function of stepper motor. Next advantage of stepper motor that we will see, simple and cost effective design. This is the first advantage. It can work in open loop system, thus there is a no feedback system required. Excellent holding torque which eliminated brakes and clutches. Excellent torque at low speeds, you can achieve a good torque at low speeds. Maintenance free as it does not have brushes. High torque at low speed and a simple rugged construction that operates almost any environment. Now disadvantage of stepper motor, rough performance at low speeds unless you use a micro stepping. It consumes current regardless of load. If there is a no load or there is no even relation of load and current consumption, if there is no load, it also consumes a current. Limited sizes available for stepper motor and it is a quite noisy also. Torque decreases with a speed. This is one disadvantage. Then next, effective motor which is used in NC manufacturing system. Nowadays it is preferred mostly, that is called as a servo motor. A servo motor is a DC, AC or brushless DC motor combined with position sensing device. Once again I am repeating, a servo motor is a DC, AC or brushless DC motor combined with position sensing device. Servos are constructed for three basic components. These are constructed from three basic components. First one is a motor, then feedback device and control board. Now advantage of servo motors, let us see. High intermittent torque. High intermittent torque means what? Whenever there is no continuous flow of work, there may be a gap in between two works, so there will be a disturbance or interruption in the work. So torques are applied in different stages, that is called as a intermittent torque. Means intermittent means irregular torque. Then next advantage, it works well for velocity control. There is a high torque to inertia ratio. It is available in all required sizes. High speeds it can achieve, and it is not noisy like a stepper motor. Disadvantage of servo motor is It is more expensive than stepper motor. It cannot work open loop. Feedback is required. So it cannot work with the open loop NC system because feedback is required in servo motor. It require turning of control loop parameters, it require tuning of control loop parameters because there is always a signal from comparator to the machining device. So this, because of this feedback system, you need to tune all control loop parameters. In the last lecture we have discussed closed loop NC system. Closed loop NC system, it mostly uses servo motors and these are tuned by using a comparator device. More maintenance due to brushes on brushed DC motors. So maintenance is obviously required for servo motors because of uses of brushes. Now let us see the next bit of this chapter, that is steps in NC manufacturing system. Their advantages, disadvantages. So basically there are 5 steps in NC manufacturing system. First one is process planning and scheduling. Second one is part programming. Third one is tape preparation. Fourth one is tape verification. Fifth one is production. Now let us understand these all steps one by one. In process planning and scheduling, it consists of NC drawings. Numerically controlled machine requires drawings of components. It requires machine data and availability of that data, availability of machine. Then it requires manufacturing data, data related to manufacturing such as parameter sets, feed rate, then different coordinates, speed which is required for manufacturing operations, electricity, etc. So lot of data is required in manufacturing, that is there in process planning and scheduling. It also requires develop sequence sheets. So in manufacturing operations there is a proper sequence of each operations and that sheet is also required in the first stage. In the second stage we need a part program. A part program already we have learned, it may be a manual or it may be a computer assisted. You can write the part program manually or you can generate that part program by using computers. A part program is a combination of letter symbols and numbers which is used to manufacture a component. Now third step in NC manufacturing system, it is a tape preparation. Now what is the tape preparation? It consists of machine language listing and transfer to a media. Now machine language listing, it consists of ATP processor or it consists of coding devices for preparing tapes. Tape preparation means we are going to code a part program on different tapes. So for that purpose we need a machine language, different machine language which are used to code a part program on the tape. So it may require coding devices. Then transfer to a media. So whichever program we have written, it may be written on paper tape, it may be saved in a floppy, it may be mounted on magnetic cassettes, it may be there saved, it may be saved in hard disk or it may be saved in MCU memory. So there are almost 5 devices available with us to prepare a tape and save that program on in the devices: a paper tape, floppy, magnetic cassettes, hard disk and MCU memory. Fourth step, we have to prepare the tape. So for this verification we need a tool plots, we need a dry runs or we need on screen simulation. If you have prepared a tape, on this tape you have written a part program, so you have to run that machine without doing a job, means that is called as a dry run. Just you are taking a checkup for your part program, And if you observe, there is a problem in the movement of the tool. The movement of tool is not as per the program. Then you have to go for corresponding changes in a part program. So once again you are jumping to step number 2 from step number 4. So in this way, a prepared tape is verified by doing a dry runs. Nowadays different softwares are available, softwares like Delcam, softwares like Mastercam, which are used for on screen simulation. On the screen you can see how the job is manufactured, in what way tool movements are happening. All these things you can see on the screen. And last step is a production in the NC manufacturing system. Now in production stage you need NC machine operation tool, and NC machine operations tool, it requires setup sheets, NC sheets and work blank. So you need a ready machine tool with all gauging devices or inspection devices, all the tools which are necessary for manufacturing, coolants required for manufacturing. This consists of all the inventories required for production process. This is the step number 5th. It also consists, one more thing I forgot to tell you, it also consists of tool presetting and compensation. So every now and then there is a movement of the tool, so there may be a change in the length of tool because of the operation, and there should be a compensation of the tool. If you change the tool in manufacturing operation, so reference in between tool point and the workpiece is changed, so that should be a compensated. So tool compensation is also considered in the production. So in the chapter number 8 we are going to learn different G codes for understanding compensation and tool presetting. So tool presetting is generally done with the help of digital vernier calipers, which are adjusted in horizontal and vertical levels. Now let us understand the advantages of NC system. Operator skill level requirements are reduced. This is one advantage. Non-productive time is also reduced. Non-productive time means time which is not utilized for actual manufacturing operation. Is, for example, tool is mounted, workpiece is mounted, but actual manufacturing operation is not started. That is called as a non-productive time. And when you remove the material from the workpiece, that time is called as a productive time. Greater accuracy and repeatability, low scrap rates, this is one advantage. Inspection requirements are reduced. More complex part geometries are possible with the help of NC manufacturing system, because you can go for a circular interpolation as well as clockwise circular interpolation and anti-clockwise circular interpolations. So complex geometry, in short we can say irregular shaped geometries you can manufacture by using NC system. You can go for contouring NC system for getting different irregular geometries. In the last lecture, one student from our class, Raju Padde, he has asked whether we can go for irregular geometries. So yes, my answer is that we can go for irregular geometries